Happy Sunday, leaders. The purpose of this video is to give you a little bit of clarity around how to support your students in Care and Connect with transparency and communication of families with their progress on the Excavating Gifts course via Infinite Campus. So we have this resource slide deck, so I'm going to show you all how to get to that. If you go to the X, go to slide 3, the Fly Closer links, go all the way down to the bottom where it says Excavating Gifts resource. You'll click there. That will lead you to this slide deck. This has resources for leaders as we progress throughout this process. So starting on slide 5, you can see some core beliefs around grading. You can see the protocol. You can see the phases, the due dates, and when you should be entering grades by. So it's important that we maintain these deadlines around entering grades because it does serve as progress tool for both students and families as we all work together to support our students to progress in excavating their gifts. The next slide down, you'll see that the rubric that was used for phase 1A and phase 1B, this is a rubric that will be used for 2 of your grades, and we also have another checkpoint this week, and there'll be another rubric for that. On slide 7, you will see that there are categories, assignment titles, due dates, and points, and also the weight percentages for those categories to set up your gradebook. Now to give you a little bit of clarity around how this is connected to your gradebook. On Infinite Campus, when logging in, you can see at the top now it says Care and Connect and then Community Course. So on this attendance screen, you're not going to be able to get to it very well, but if you go to Gradebook, and then in this drop down, making sure that you don't have Care and Connect selected, but that you have Community Course selected. So I've already gone in and put in my categories and my grades that have already been due. However, you'll need to set up your categories. So you go to Settings, Categories, and then you will need to add a category for your course. So going back to the resource slide deck, the weights for these categories are already set up for you. Care is 50%, Connect is 20%, Create is 30%. The assignments that we've gone over so far, the categories are Care and Connect. You can see the points and what you should call the assignment title when you're creating this in Infinite Campus. So once you create your category list, you'll need to add a new assignment. So for assignment name, you would put phase 1A. For abbreviation, you'd put 1A. For category, I'm going to go back, refer to this. Category is Care. So on Infinite Campus, I'm going to make sure that Care is selected. The date that it was assigned, I'm going to put November 1st. The date that it was due, I'm going to go back and refer to this. November 20th. For the date, November 20th. Gradebook sequence would be 1. And then for points, it's worth 10 points. So then I'm going to click Save so that I have my assignment in there. So as you can see, this is an ongoing process, but this allows students to see how they're doing. I think one thing that we learned last year from this similar type of setup was that students needed more regular check-ins for accountability, and parents also needed more regular check-ins for accountability too. So the work that Alex and his community course class has put together for this is going to help us do that for our students. It's also going to help them see how they need to improve. So if they know that their independent work that they're doing is really strong, but then when it comes to peer review, they're not as strong, that's something for them to reflect upon using that rubric, or vice versa. If they know that their independent work or the work that they're doing for their own project is, doing okay, but not as strong as it needs to be, but they're really supportive with a strong structure in class, that's something for you as a Care and Connect leader to observe, and also for that student to observe as well. So please feel free to reach out. If you need any support with this, you can reach out to myself. You can also reach out to Alex Martin, and you can also reach out to Melissa Call if you have any weird things going on with your Infinite Campus as far as particular setup. Well, you guys have a wonderful week. Take care of yourself, each other, in this place. Go Generals.